Okay. Oh, I'm so nervous just to talk to myself on the video. Um, let's see. Well, welcome to my office and to my first video recorded on my webcam on my computer because I don't have a fancy camera and no microphone except for my AirPods. But I have just been wanting to do this for a while, and I figured, why not do it now? So, welcome to my channel. It's called Polly Reads Romance. My name is not Polly. My dog's name is Polly, and I love her as much as almost as much as I love romance novels. So, I just wanted to start making a channel and some videos to talk about books I really love. Um, why am I doing that? Because I feel like I have not a unique taste in books. That would be way too overstating of my taste. Lots of people like romance books. It's why there's lots of romance books that exist. But I love mass market paperbacks, used books, old books, Harlequin romances. I just love the kitsch and the camp of it all. And I want to talk to people about it, even that just means talking to myself in front of the camera. And maybe I'll find people who like the same thing. So, what do I want to do on this channel? It's a good question. I don't totally know. But I figured I'd start today by just sharing some of the things that I love in books and have on my bookshelf. I have become a little bit of a collector of old school romance novels. I will say I don't read all of them because some of them are more yikes than others. But I love getting a romance novel or an old book that just has history in it. And sometimes it's inscribed on the inside, or you see the multiple price tags. Sometimes I have old library books, which is really fun. So I just want to share some of the things that I have and that I like. And then I actually just got a thrift books package in the mail today. So I'll see what I have in there. Um, so when I started buying old romance novels, I really was looking for things like this. So it's pretty and shiny. So this is The Heiress Bride by Catherine Coulter. So you can see it has kind of this shimmer cover with I don't know if you can see, it's kind of like a raised text and then a step back, right? Beautiful step backs back in the day where they made beautiful covers. And so I was finding a lot of these, Etsy's a great place to find them. Um, and just really feeling like I was kind of rescuing these from being discarded at some point. And just for your own information, this was, let's see, published in 1993. So not that old, but still, I mean, it's so pretty. I love this one. I haven't read it. So what happened was I started picking up books like this, and I love them. They are a great time generally. They're beautiful covers, but I was finding they were a bit long, so I wasn't reading that many of them. And I had started reading kind of contemporary published Harlequin romances, which, if you don't know, Harlequin is what you'd call category romance. So it's a publishing company that publishes books from different categories every single month. So tons and tons of new books are being published all the time. Actually, a lot of the really kind of um, mainstays of romance, in terms of kind of the big authors, have come from Harlequin or Silhouette or some type of category romance imprint in the past. Now, what I love about category romance is that they're short. I like a short book. Um, So I'm going to show you some of the things that I've gotten recently. I have one of the original Nora Roberts books and a Harlequin. Um, Actually, is this Harlequin? Oh, it's Silhouette. So you can see on the side here, Silhouette. Um, so this is Nora Roberts Playing the Odds, which is part of her McGregor series. I have read most of that in a reprint, but this is one of the originals that I still need to read. And this was published, let's see, in 1985. And I love when you flip open the inside and you can see all of the books that Nora Roberts had published at the time. And just the old school kind of printing. I love that. So Nora Roberts, let's see what else. I just read this Linda Leal Miller book. The other thing that Harlequin Romance used to do is come out with these, I guess you'd call them connected series. So this series is called Men Made in America. And there are, I'm sorry, this is Silhouette. So Silhouette, but also Harlequin. And so there's a book from each state tied to this series. So this one was Montana. So you can see on the back there. So this was actually my first book by this author, even though she's very popular. This was also 1985, and I really liked this. I thought it was a fun time. And then we have, oh yeah, Jane Ann Krentz. Also from, oh, this is Mira Books, but same idea, right? Like a short, quick book. I haven't read this one. I picked this up at the secondhand store. I was so excited. The thing with these old school romances is that they tend to sit on the shelves and they tend to be really cheap. I think this was 50 cents. So I just love finding treasure troves of these types of books. And this one was published also in 1985. So I just picked a bunch apparently that are all from 1985. And then this one is Harlequin and is also kind of one of those series. It's called Temptation. And this is The Pirate. So you can see like the Fabio vibes. And this one used to be a library book, although it doesn't look like many people checked it out. And let's see, it was published in 1996. So you can see, oh, all the titles from that same series there. Oh, and I have some dogs coming in the background. So those are the kinds of books that I love buying that are kind of old or secondhand. Let's see what else. I did then get that thrift book delivery today. Let's see what I got. So, oh, first I got Cressley Cole. I've been meaning to start Cressley Cole. She seems right up my alley. I'm not a huge like romance or fantasy or paranormal reader, although I do pick up some good Kindle Unlimited paranormal romances. These are also, they're not super old, but this was published in 2006. It's a mass market paperback. It's a used book, so it's something I'm excited for. I do also love kind of an interconnected standalone series, which I believe this is as well. It's the Immortals After Dark series, so I'm excited to start this one. Let's see what else we got. Oh, I got Adriana Anders Under Her Skin and By Her Touch. So these two are actually the first and second books to this book, which I got secondhand as well off of Etsy, and I just finished reading, so in his hands. Adriana Anders is a pretty recent author. This In His Hands is the third book of the series and was published in 2017. So not as old, but still mass market paperback. They're a little chunky. This was my second book by Adriana Anders, and I liked the first one as well. And she just writes like it's romantic suspense, but really good character and relationship development, which sometimes if you have romantic suspense, it's more on the suspense side rather than character. This one, In His Hands, I really liked because it was about a woman who was in a cult and actively escaping the cult, and then she kind of comes into contact with our male lead, who is a French vineyard owner. He like grows grapes, but he hasn't decided if he wants to make wine because he has this whole tragic backstory, and it was just great. It took me a little while to get through it because it's a little long, but I never got bored of it. So because I loved this, I looked into it. I hadn't realized it was a series, and I found the other two on thrift books. So the first one is this one, Under Her Skin. And let's see. So the main female character, Uma, is she just left a darkly possessive relationship and is on the run. Beneath her drab clothing, she hides a terrible secret, proof of her abuse tattooed on her skin, an lurid reminder of everything she survived. So sounds really dark, but I feel like Adriana Anders handles these really dark topics really well and still finds a lot of hope and connection through the relationships and the main character development. So I'm really excited about this one. And I don't actually remember what the second one was about. Let's see. So undercover cop Clay left the biker gang a changed man. While the ringleaders may be awaiting trial, but he wears the memory of every brutal act he was forced to commit tattooed across his skin. He doesn't have space in his messed up life for anything gentle, not now, maybe not ever. And then the female main character is Dr. Georgette Hadley. Let's see. She finds herself pulled into the dirty underbelly of a life forged in violence. So, actually, this one, I think Clay and Georgette were in the third one. So, this must be their book. So, I'm excited about that. So, those are the books that I just got. Oh, and I have one more. I have this one. This is another like example of just like the kitsch and the camp that I am obsessed with. So this is Kat Martin, and this one's called The Summit. Look at that cover, just vibes for days. And let's see, this one was published in 2007, so a little older, not crazy, but you know, a little bit out of trend. And I actually just started reading Kat Martin. I've read two of her books. That one of them I listened to on audio when we were camping, and the only way I can describe it is batshit crazy. It was so wild. It was a treasure hunt story where this main female character is looking for her family treasure because her grandfather was a treasure hunter. So she enrolls the help of this professional treasure hunter, and they end up in every place ever with all these bad guys and all these secret treasure things, and it was wild, and I had so much fun. I am thinking about getting the hard copy because I want to read it again because I had a great time. It was very Romancing the Stone movie, but in a book form. So because I had so much fun with that, and I love the melodrama and just the silliness of stories like that. Like they're serious, but they're silly at the same time. And I actually felt like Kat Martin did a really good job with the development of the romance too. So you have all this crazy plot, just like bad guys left and right, but the main romance is still really fun and heartwarming to read about. So it's made me want to read a little bit more about Kat Martin. So I got this one, The Summit, and I haven't read anything else from this series. I don't know if this is a series, to be honest. But let's see. Oh, so Autumn, the main female character, is researching a local missing persons that suggests that a girl from Autumn's dreams could be Molly, the daughter of a businessman named Ben McKenzie. So he's lost her daughter. She thinks she's seen his daughter in her dreams, and they're gonna go on a hunt to find her and probably fall in love along the way. This one's also kind of a little chunky, but I'm excited. So those are the books that I just got, plus some that are just from my shelf to give you a taste of what I want to be doing on this channel. I want this to just be like fun and talk about books that I like and maybe books that aren't actively popular. So maybe if you're looking for new old school authors or backlists or things like that, maybe you can find them here. If there are things you want to see, If you notice anything on my shelves that you want me to talk about, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just kind of be posting what my little romance heart desires. So with that, thank you all so much. I am excited to connect with you and to hopefully post some more videos about the books that I love.